They arrived suddenly and reportedly without much warning. Migrants dropped off in Martha's Vineyard and outside the vice president's D.C. residence. The move, courtesy of the governors of Florida and Texas, a political message to blue states. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has been busing people from the border for months, but now Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is joining him. He sent 2 planes full of about 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard, the Massachusetts island known for its wealth and its liberal views. Today, Governor DeSantis explained the move this way.
All those people in D.C. and New York were beating their chests when Trump was president, saying they were so proud to be sanctuary jurisdictions, saying how bad it was to have a secure border. The minute even a small fraction of what those border towns deal with every day is brought to their front door, they all of a sudden go berserk, and they're so upset that this is happening.
This morning, hours after those migrants arrived on Martha's Vineyard, migrants from Texas arrived in front of Vice President Harris's D.C. home. Governor Abbott taking credit for that. He's previously sent migrants to D.C. and New York City, as well as Chicago. The White House and Democrats calling it an inhumane political gimmick. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre accused the governors of leaving migrants, including children, on the side of the streets.
There's a legal way of doing this, and for managing migrants. Republican governors interfering in that process and using migrants as political pawns is shameful, is reckless, and just plain wrong.
The governor's actions and escalation from past moves to draw attention to what they say are President Biden's failed policies at the border. We have complete coverage tonight. CNBC's Shamari Stone live near Vice President Harris's home in D.C. But first, to NBC 10 Boston's Eli Rosenberg. Eli, you've been on Martha's Vineyard most of the day. How did this all unfold?
For a while today, it seemed like everyone on the island was stopping by here with food, with donations, with meals, you name it. Now, this right here is the area where the migrants are eating dinner right now, I am told. I talked to the town manager this evening. He says he's not surprised by the community reaction. Being on an island like Martha's Vineyard, those who call this home are used to watching out for each other. Now, starting early this morning, help started arriving. Officials on Martha's Vineyard saying they only had about a 20-minute heads up yesterday that these 2 planes would be arriving. That has not slowed the outpouring of support. Not only donations, but a church and an annex at St. Andrews here have been converted to help these 50 migrants. Lawyers, interpreters also coming by. And get this, members of an AP Spanish class from a local high school also came by this afternoon to talk with some of the younger migrants. A resident here says this reaction from this community does not surprise him.
Listening to the rhetoric, the hate talk radio, we'll send them up to Martha's Vineyard and see how they react. I knew how we'd react. Sent them here and we react in a humane manner. Open our arms.
And talking with state officials, they acknowledge this right here is just a temporary solution. Late today, the governor here in Massachusetts says Joint Base Cape Cod, not too far from here, could be a possible solution. And new this evening, a state senator calling on the attorney general to examine if any crimes may have been committed by the governor of Florida. Back to you.
Eli, thank you very much. Eli Rosenberg.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.